Hey, it's Jordan, the Millionaire Millennial. In this video, I want to talk to you about everything that you need in order to start selling on Amazon FBA. So as I go through this list, I want to make sure that you understand that not everything that I'm going to be talking about is 100% mandatory. I'm going to tell you what things you absolutely do need, but then I'm also going to tell you about some other things that will make your life a lot easier, as well as make sure that you're following the rules that Amazon has laid out for everybody. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so by clicking the button that says subscribe. It's right below this video, because I come out with new videos all the time showing you how to build an online business. So the very first thing, and probably the most obvious thing that you need, is going to be a computer of some sort. It can be a desktop, it can be a laptop. I use this. This is a Windows Surface Pro 3. All right, I got this like a few years ago for school. Still works really great. What's cool about it is really thin, folds out. You can make it a laptop like so, or you can unfold it, take the keyboard right off, and it's a tablet. So this makes it really easy to carry it around whenever you're, making sure you're checking all your packing information, making sure everything's in the right boxes and things like that. So I do recommend this laptop for starting Amazon FBA, but if you don't want to spring for this because this is a little more expensive, you can go for a Chromebook, and a Chromebook is going to be way cheaper, and it should be able to handle everything that you need to do when you're selling on Amazon. So the links for everything I'm going to talk about in this video are going to be right below in the description, so you can go look at those. And ironically, they're all sold on Amazon. Isn't that funny how that works? So if you're doing any sort of prep at home, all right, so if you're having products shipped to your house and prepping them there, if you're doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, if you don't know what those are, I've got tons of other videos that explain all those in depth, and I'll link a couple of those below so you can learn exactly what those are. So the next thing that you'll need is going to be a printer, all right, and this can be a regular inkjet printer, or you can actually get a dedicated label printer just made specifically for printing labels. I personally just have a regular inkjet printer. I think it's like a Canon. I'll check the model number and I'll put the link to the exact printer that I have below. And then also what you'll need is label paper, all right? These are 30 up labels. These are for your Amazon barcodes, right? You're gonna put on every product whenever you're prepping it. So this is 30 labels on one sheet. You probably can't tell, it probably just looks like a blank piece of paper, but they're actually little sticky labels, and I'll peel one off for you so you can see. See, this is a little label that you put on, and I've pretty much ruined this sheet, so I guess I'll just put that over there. But these labels go on every single one of your products, and you can get these on Amazon. This is Avery 30 up labels. So all you have to do is just, when you create a shipment and you're going to print your barcodes, you just put this paper in your printer and it'll print it out, and then you just take these off and put them on all your products. Another type of label paper that's really useful is the full-sized half-page labels, and these are great for your shipping labels and FBA labels, the labels that go on the outside of the boxes, because what this is, it's the same thing, it's label paper, and these peel up, and it's just two halves, right? So this half will be your FBA label, and this half will be your shipping label. And so you can just print these off and stick them right on the box, so you don't have to print it with regular paper and like tape over it, and it looks ugly and it's all messed up and stuff like that. Speaking of tape, you will need tape. That's another big one. Okay, can't tape boxes closed without tape. And then I like these little tape cutter guards, right? So you can just peel the tape and you can cut it, and then you won't lose your place, because I hate it when you're using tape and you lose the edge and you're sitting there rubbing your finger over the whole roll of tape trying to find the edge. So that's what this thing's for. It protects that from actually happening. Now, another thing that you might need if you're doing bundles or if you're doing products that need to go in a poly bag is a poly bag. You can also get these obviously on Amazon, and mine have little warning labels, if you can read that just says, warning, keep this away from children. This is part of Amazon's terms of service. Any poly bag that is larger than 5 inches at the opening, right? So from here to here, if that's longer than 5 inches, it has to have a warning label saying that kids can suffocate on it, okay? So I just get poly bags that already have the label printed on it, or you can get blank poly bags and pay extra for labels. I don't know why you do that. So just get the poly bags that have the labels printed on it already. I would say that's probably the best idea. Now, if you're making bundles of products, you're gonna want something that says this is a set, do not separate. This is also part of Amazon's terms. This is so that they don't separate a set that you made. So for example, if you're selling a 2-pack of cereal boxes and you have them just kind of bundled together, you need to have this on the outside so they don't separate those 2 boxes of cereal. Now, one thing that you probably don't need, but if you do a lot of scanning of products, you're probably gonna wanna get a barcode scanner. And I lost mine, I don't know where it is anymore, but it was just a USB barcode scanner that plugged right into the USB port on your computer, and then you just scanned the barcode of any item you wanted, and it would put that UPC or EAN right into Amazon Seller Central. So it was really useful if you're scanning a lot of items. Another really great one for people that like to do retail arbitrage is a Bluetooth scanner that actually syncs to your phone so that you can scan it a lot faster than just using your camera. All the Amazon apps out there just use your camera as the barcode scanner, and that takes a long time. If you've ever tried to scan a barcode with your phone, it can take like 5 to 10 seconds. And that's a lot of time if you're scanning a ton of products. So a Bluetooth scanner, a lot of people that do retail arbitrage get one of those, and it just syncs to your phone and you can scan away. And last but not least, you'll certainly need boxes. Now for me, I mostly just reuse any of the boxes that the products that I buy come in, but sometimes that's not an option. Sometimes they come in boxes that are too big for you to ship into Amazon, because the biggest box you can ship in is 50 pounds, 24 inches on the longest side. So if you're receiving boxes that are bigger than that, you're not gonna be able to reuse those boxes. So you might have to go out, you might have to buy boxes. What I usually do is I'll just buy the biggest box that I can ship to Amazon, which is a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot cube box. Then I fill that with 50 pounds worth of stuff and tape that up. Make sure everything in there has an FNSKU Amazon barcode printed from the 30 up labels. And then I print out the FBA label and shipping label using the half-page label paper. Make sure any of my bundles are properly packaged in a poly bag that does have a suffocation label. And then also make sure those bundles have a "this is a set, do not separate" sticker somewhere on there. Tape it all up and drop it off at UPS or FedEx. And then it ships out to Amazon, and I sit back and relax and say, man, this is the life. Packing items in a box and shipping them off to be sold. It's a good time, you know? It's a real good time. Most of the stuff we talked about, all the label paper and the tape and stuff, that's only if you're gonna be prepping products yourself, which at the beginning you probably will be. I know I did, that's why I still have all of this stuff. But when you start to grow, you probably will outsource all that to either someone else, pay someone else to do all the prep for you, or you might do private label, and you can just get your manufacturer to print all your barcodes and labels and have them ship it to Amazon for you. So as you grow your Amazon business, some of this stuff might not seem necessary anymore, might seem like extra steps, a waste of time. You outsource it, you get someone else to do this. But when you're first starting, when you're trying not to spend a ton of money, this is how you do it. This is how everybody starts, right here. Label paper, poly bags, tape, and stickers. And that is how you start Amazon FBA. So again, I hope this video helped you out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.